Good evening, Junior MPBL fans. Welcome to Glorieta Park here in Tala, Caloocan City as we bring you the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's the battle between San Pedro Mamba and your Sikat Zamboanga. Now let's meet the starters. First from San Pedro Mamba. Starting guard number 2, Chloe Aguinaldo. Other guard number 8, Iko Magpali. At forward, John Sandoval. Other forward number 23, Ernest Daha. And at center number 15, Monmon Magsino. Head coach is Chris Javier. Assistant coaches, Tom Modelo, Bong Modelo, Paulo Ramirez. Team manager, Alvin Lugo. Team owner, Melvin Matibay. Now let's meet the starters from Sikat Zamboanga. Starting guard number 7, Rocky Irohan. Other guard number 13, Moctima Nurben. At forward number 13, Peter De Guzman. Other forward number 5, Shane Alejo. And man in the middle, Jedrick Luna. Head coach is Brit Reroma, assisted by Marvin Carrion. Team manager, Omar Chua. Team consultant, Ram Roham. And team owner, Katrina Chua. Our game officials, crew chief, Alan Paria. Umpire 1, Kim Calvicilias. And umpire 2, Nino Barcenas. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro, and Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Kit Picasso. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. Start of the first quarter.
All right, 7th game of this Sunday Fun Day. This is the battle between Zamboanga Sikat and San Pedro Mamba, all happening here inside Tala Glorieta Park here in Caloocan City para sa continuation ng elimination games ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Season 2, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. Charles Bechong here, Coach Mark Dandan, and Nicole Lim at courtside. And Coach, this is a battle between parang ano to, David and Goliath, itong battle na to. At the start of the first quarter, ang Zamboanga Sikat, they're showing their height right now, showing dictating the tempo right now against this San Pedro Mamba team.
You can see immediately the intensity with which Zamboanga plays with. Especially on defense, look at that, just crowding the space. Great fake and finish though. Magsino with the finish.
Pwede na ulit ang Zamboanga Sikat. Here's Alejo. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Left team layup para kay Iraham, won't go. Aguinaldo against Iraham. Aguinaldo loses control of the leather pero sa kanila pa rin ang bola. "17 seconds to work with. Magpali against De Guzman, nowhere to go. Magsino wide open for a 3. Won't go. Takbo ngayon ng Zamboanga Sikat. Moctimar! Wow!
Ruben Moctimar.
What a move para kay Ruben Moctimar.
There's some athletes in this lineup para dito sa Zamboanga.
Aguinaldo has it. Gives it to Sandoval with 9 seconds to work with. Magpali on the attack. Drops it down to 3 seconds remaining. Daha short on that short stab. And Aguinaldo is called for that blocking foul.
Aguinaldo, his first team foul.
Zamboanga Sikat is now at 2-1. Habang San Pedro Mamba naman is at 1-2. Hirapan bumaba dito ang Zamboanga Sikat. San Pedro Mamba is applying full court pressure right now. Iraham, 9 seconds to work with. It's Moctimar, now it's Alejo. Sandoval on him. Naagawan dito ang Zamboanga Sikat. Here's Da. Magbali. Couldn't knock it down from distance. Alejo. Masyadong malakas yung pasa. Kuha naman ni De Guzman. Pinilit.
It's something to see that, you know, we come from the 14, the 16, and the 18 earlier today, and biglang tatalon tayo dito sa 21. How physical the game is compared to the young guns earlier.
Tsaka ito, coach, mga player na ng collegiate level.
Oo. So iba na rin na experience ng mga to.
Magsino now to Aguinaldo. That short stab is good para kay Aguinaldo.
Nice little jump shot from Aguinaldo there. You know, San Pedro not really... They ran one play earlier, but most of their scores all of their scores have come from transition.
Here's Alejo. Handing it off to Irahim. Or Moctimar rather. 7 seconds to work with. Iraham with 3. Iraham has to put it up. De Guzman. Alejo is taking candy away from a baby.
Pinitas lang, parang mansanas sa puno. Iba na pag malaki.
Here's Daa. Couldn't get that basket to fall. You see the difference, coach, no? Yung evolution ng skill level. Yung pagtaas ng skill level mo nasa 14, 16, 18, and ngayon 21 under na tayo. Yung pagtaas talaga ng competition and yung skill level is just unmatched.
Again, it's the experience, not just the skill level, but the experience na... Kasi nakailang laro na ito mga bata na to. Yung mga ginagawa ng 14, 16, 18-year-olds natin, building that experience, nagawa na nila. So baon na nila dito sa 21 under division yan.
Alejo with 2 seconds. Alejo. Surprisingly, coach, itong San Pedro Mamba, grabe dumepensa itong koponan na to. Talagang down to the last second, puro forced shots ang binibigay nila dito sa Zamboanga Sikat.
Obviously, the San Pedro coaching staff, as you see that offensive rebound by Alejo in the putback, coaching staff of San Pedro has done a great job scouting itong Zamboanga. Credit to coach, Coach Chris Javier, that's weird calling it. So I've coached against him. I've called his games. Now he's a coach. Coach Chris Javier doing a great job.
What does that mean, coach?
Veterans na si Coach Chris Javier. Yun lang masasabi ko dun.
Ayun! Naipasa sa maling tao. Sandoval coming up with a miss. Daha on the other side.
Ernest Daha.
Ernest Daha. Familiar name. I do believe he went from DLSU. I heard he transferred to CSP. I'm not sure now kung nasan siya.
Aguinaldo coming up with a steal. Oh, Magbali. Just couldn't get a hold of that leather.
Lancena and Iza Muamil Hamil.
No, pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Charles, how the 14, 16, and the 18 under divisions provide a pathway for our young kids to be discovered by schools kung saan makakalaro sila ng college. Ngayon, itong mga to, a lot of them are probably in college, playing for Team A. Siyempre, hindi sila makakalaro dito ngayon. But the Team B, the mga colleges and universities, sa mga big leagues natin, you see that drive, sorry, miss. But again, going back to my point, ito yung mga player na nagpapahinog pa. So again, it is yung pathway naman nila dito sa 21 under gives them more experience, more time on the floor to develop themselves and mature to the point na pwede na silang pitasin from Team B to Team A.
The two substitutions for both these coaches. Here's Enriquez. 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. Sandoval with 12. Sandoval pa rin against Hupilio. Sandoval in and out. Siena with the leather. Here's Hupilio. Couldn't get that basket to go. That CEU Scorpion.
Yuri Butler for John Sandoval.
Here comes the press. 2-2-1 zone press from Zamboanga. Oh, almost a steal. Ends up committing a foul.
Holding foul number 42. Derek Contoy, that's his first personal foul.
A minute and 53 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of the first game ng ating Junior MPBL D-League ngayong araw na to. Enriquez na tumalabanan. Here's Momi Halil. Alvarez coming up with a steal. And the foul is called against Gamboa.
Almost a chase down block there.
His first
LeBron-esque.
three
Muntik
on
na.
Zamboanga.
See it again.
2 free throws for Troy
Almost.
But a lot of contact.
We're talking about this lineup from Zamboanga. I have it on good account. But they have 6 homegrown kids from Zamboanga na nilipad pa nila dito ng Manila at naka-dorm just to provide them an opportunity para ma-discover ng schools playing in the top collegiate schools here in Manila. So what a program to have for this Zamboanga team, flying out their kids. And if you're the kid, take advantage of this great opportunity na makahanap, ma-discover ka.
And also, pasalamat din tayo sa kanilang mga sponsors. Making it all happen for them dahil syempre, yung
pushing foul number 22.
pinaka-question dyan, yung
Butler,
budget
his
coach.
fifth.
Oo naman.
O yung everyday
Two free throws
living
for
nila.
John
Exactly.
Dorm
Kasi-
sila, yung kanilang food, transportation, and everything.
So the sacrifice these kids have to make, being away from their families, pursuing their dream. It's such a noble cause, and again, the support being provided by Ma'am Kat Chua to this team. Kaya tayo sikat Zamboanga, thanks to Ma'am Kat Chua, providing for these kids, helping them achieve their dreams.
Here's Gab Gamboa. Now to Siena, the offensive rebound. Hopilio steps back. John Hopilio.
3, John Hopilio.
Hopilio coming up with a steal.
Great pass. Great pass again.
Gamboa off the feed
Timeout.
from Momi
San Pedro
Halil.
Mamba.
And a timeout has been called by San Pedro Mamba. Let's take a look at this once again. That save from Hopilio to Momi Halil and to Gab Gamboa. 13-8 is the score. Nature Spring Timeout, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos. Less than a minute remaining here in the first quarter of the first game ng Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural Season. Ngayong araw na to, 13-8 is the score. Lamang Zamboanga ng 5. Alvarez against Gamboa. Here's Mengulo. Hopilio has it. 17 seconds on their shot clock. Siena. Agaw dito si Enriquez. Now it's Alvarez. In rhythm, 3 won't go. Offensive rebound para kay Enriquez. .5 seconds remaining. Enriquez being rewarded with 2 free throws. Enriquez knocks down both. 13-10 is the score. 13.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter action. Momi Halil. Oh, offensive foul.
Ooh. Interesting call.
It's against Contawi.
Oh, away from the ball. I think it's the seal right there. Ni Contawi. Kasi tinulak niya. And Coach Britt Roman not happy because last shot, that was a wide open layup.
5 seconds to work with. Alvarez down to 3. Mengulo, Alvarez. Oh, just couldn't get that friendly bounce. 13-10 is the score. What a thrilling first quarter it was. Both these teams, no stepping on the brakes. All gas, no brakes. 13-10 is the score at the end of 1.
A debut game and a fresh start para sa bagong 8 players ng Zamboanga Sikat. As Coach Britt mentioned earlier, they really prepare for this game, especially this would be their first game. And for him as the new coach of Zamboanga Sikat, while Nuknuk Timar, who is one of the star players of Zamboanga, share his thoughts that maybe he'll have a hard time to adjust, especially with his new teammates. Kaya naman, let's see kung mapapanatiling lamang ang Zamboanga squad on today's game.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Totoo naman nga yan, Coach, no? Ben Muktimar. Kakapasok lang daw niya dito sa kupunan ng Zamboanga Sikat and nag-a-adjust pa siya dun sa playing style. Siyempre, new system, new coach, new teammates, and definitely that will be an adjustment for him to the coming months and weeks nitong Junior MPBL D-League natin.
And the most important thing is, nandyan na siya. You know, he has the time to get acquainted with his new teammates and his new coaches. And yung sistema, people, coaches and players talk a lot about, you know, the sistema. And somebody is limping off to the bench for Sikat Zamboanga. De La Cruz was limping back to the bench, quickly subbed out by Siena. So far, San Pedro has played a gritty ball game. Defensively, they put their hard hats on and got the job done.
Here's Momi Halil. Couldn't get that basket to go. Siena the offensive rebound. Here's Siena against Magsino. Great recovery on defense. Galing dito sa San Pedro Mamba. Hopilio steps back.
Out of bounds, ball goes to San Pedro. Again, locking it down defensively. The Mamba, channeling the Mamba mentality.
Here's Alvarez. Now to Magsino. Down to 12 seconds on the shot clock. Magsino, he spins against Siena. Magsino carving out space. Goaltending.
Bihira na tayo makakita ng especially at a young age, a big that plays back to the basket. No, dami nating bigs ngayon na stretch 4, stretch 5, pero minsan stress 5.
Stress 5 pala yun.
Nakaka-stress pag tumitira
Lalo
sa
na sa
labas.
mga coach. No? Kung nanonood yung mga players ng UANP Dragons right now, makinig kayo sa sinasabi ni coach. Baka may mga stress 4 and 5 siya dyan.
Magkikita naman kami bukas na umaga. Okay lang yan.
13-12 is the score. Zamboanga hasn't scored here in the second frame.
They're picking up full court now, trying to rush itong San Pedro into making some mistakes to convert into transition. But San Pedro doing a great job dealing with the pressure here. Now they just have to execute in the half court.
Popilio almost coming up with a steal. Alvarez. Now it's Mengulo. Down to 6 seconds. Mengulo knocks it down. Lamang na ng isa ang San Pedro Mamba.
Turning garbage into gold. Almost a turnover. But San Pedro recovers to take the lead.
Fernandez. Great backdoor cut. And the recognition by Siena. Yung sinasabi mo kanina, coach, huwag ka na mag-hesitate kung backdoor cut ka.
Tuloy mo lang yung backdoor mo. The worst thing you can do is fake a backdoor cut.
Magpali. Down to 10 seconds against Hopilio. Great defense by John Hopilio.
Great defense until the 21st second of the shot clock. Bailout foul there by Zamboanga. And while we're on this break, pinapabati sa atin ang mga Zamboangueños ng Feliz Fiesta Nuestra Señora la Virgen del Pilar. Mabuhay. Happy Fiesta.
Happy Fiesta. All the fans are watching us live right now. We're all inviting you to watch us here inside the venue, Tala Glorieta Park, dito yan sa Caloocan.
Get a chance to see Charles Baichong in action.
Meantime, 7 seconds to work with. Magpali gets doubled. Passes it to no man's land. Here's Fernandez on the attack. Fernandez.
I like how Fernandez kept changing directions, trying to confuse that the defender in transition. Finally, just going up straight, drawing a foul, and giving himself a chance to earn 2 free throws.
Tapos mabilis pa din, coach.
Oo.
Kahit nagpapalit ng direksyon.
Parang pag ako yun, mapapatid ako mag-isa eh. Mahirap mag-change direction.
Fernandez, 3 straight points for him.
Now, one thing I always do, Charles, sorry, I try to observe yung mga uniforms ng mga team natin dito sa D-League. We've seen a lot of unique colors. Kanina, yung Cavite 18 under, at hindi natin ma-place yung tamang kulay.
Yeah.
Butter, yung sabi mo. Now we have orange. Itong San Pedro naman, living up to their moniker, the Mambas, may snake skin
That's good.
na
Parang
design.
Camouflage.
Camouflage, no? So, very unique. I'm sure may mga nakita ka na rin unique dito sa liga natin. So, dami ng games na na-cover na natin dito.
And a timeout has been called by Zamboanga Sikat. We're tied at 17 apiece right now with 5 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Nature Spring Timeout, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos. Five minutes and 55 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of action. Dito sa ating first game ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural Season ngayong araw na ito. Battle between Zamboanga Sikat and San Pedro Mamba. Ang layo ng pinanggalingan itong dalawang kupunan natin, Coach. As Aguinaldo, touchdown, coming from a steal. Putting pressure on defense. Full court. Itong San Pedro Mamba. Aguinaldo almost coming up with a steal once again. Dalawang hinahabol dito na Zamboanga Sikat, but Fernandez ties the game once again.
Fernandez dissecting the defense nitong San Pedro Mamba for that layup.
For someone who's coming off the bench, Coach, he's really first five worthy. Meantime, it's Magsino na nakawala doon. Lamang na ulit ng dalawa ang San Pedro.
So far, the inside points have belonged, surprisingly, to San Pedro. Despite the bigger lineup para dito sa Zamboanga, Pedro getting it done. Ooh! Nadulas.
Ito na ulit ang San Pedro Mamba, Sandoval.
And you know that pass was good because all Sandoval had to do was catch it and go for a layup.
No
Hindi na kailangan
dribbles needed.
Exactly.
Siena handing it off to De Guzman. Two on him. Siena, short jumper, high looping shot. Missed that one badly. Aguinaldo. Now to Sandoval. Going inside. Won't go in. A foul is going to be called against Magpali. And a timeout has been called by San Pedro Mamba. 23-19 is the score with 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Nature Spring Timeout, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos. Four minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the first half of action. Ng San Pedro Mamba going up against Zamboanga Sikat. And surprisingly nga, Coach, kahit mas malalaki itong Zamboanga Sikat, hirap na hirap silang makakuha ng butas dito sa San Pedro Mamba.
That's the defense, really. It's been the success story para dito sa San Pedro. But, as I say that, they gave up a layup.
That's Siena. His first bucket here in this game. 23-21. Magpali offers the pick. Daha. Oh! Ernest Daha. Knocks it down from distance. 5 na ang lamang ng San Pedro.
The touch from Daha. You don't really know if he's a 3 or a 4, but he's very skilled.
Luna, triple teamed. Luna na agawan. Aguinaldo has it. Sandoval, scoop layup is good for Sandoval.
Now the defense now triggering transition offense for San Pedro. Getting stops, getting out in the break for easy layups.
Siena, on the other hand, won't go against two white shirts. Here's Aguinaldo. 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Aguinaldo in and out. 2:19 remaining here in this game. Substitutions for these two coaches. Meanwhile, let's turn it over to our courtside reporter Nicole Lim.
As San Pedro Mamba fell short with 3-point loss during their previous game. This time, their only goal for today's game is to bounce back. Katulad nga ng sabi ni Assistant Coach Tong Madelo, kailangan nila makuha ang lamang hanggang sa huling quarter. Dagdag pa ni Coach, this would be an exciting game since both teams are hungry to win for today's matchup. Charles and Coach Mark.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Pagkaling ka sa talo, definitely you will want to bounce back. And what better way to bounce back than to take the morale of your opponent, even though they're much taller and bigger. Let's take a look at this once again. Aguinaldo tumingin pa. Timeout. Zamboanga Sikat. 30-21 is the score with 1:34 remaining here in the first half. A minute and 34 seconds remaining here in the first half of action. San Pedro Mamba in the lead by 9 points. Opilio sets the pick. Magpali with a steal against Muktimar. Magpali off the backboard. Alejo going up for that rebound. Muktimar in and out. Muktimar just slicing through the defense.
What a move by Muktimar. Despite the taller help defender, able to switch hands, deceiving the shot blocker and finishing over him.
Pito pa rin ang hinahabol dito ng Zamboanga. Here's Aguinaldo against Momi Halil. Sandoval gets blocked by Opilio. Alejo. Defensive presence inside. Now it's Momi Halil. Masyadong mababa yung pasa.
That's a lob right there. Hindi naman maliit to si Fernandez. Could have lobbed it to him.
Tsaka athletic naman eh. Oh, Alejo coming up with a steal. Fernandez. Oh, another bad pass from Zamboanga Sikat. Couple of turnovers.
It's very hard to throw cross-court straight passes. It's either you go for a nice bounce pass or a lob pass in transition just to prevent those hands in the middle from getting a deflection or, in that case, a steal.
Better decision making for Zamboanga Sikat. 14 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Aguinaldo down to 8. May agaw dito si Muktimar. That will do it to end the first half of action ng San Pedro Mamba laban sa Zamboanga Sikat. 30-23 is the score. Both teams not giving up an inch. San Pedro Mamba making defense their legitimate offense right now. 30-25 is the score. San Pedro by 5.
and Honorable Mayor Along Malapitan for hosting today's ball games.
Kasama ko ngayon para sa ating halftime interview si Assistant Coach Marvin Carrion ng Zamboanga Sikat. Coach Marvin, ano pong masasabi niyo sa performance ng inyong squad ngayon?
Kailangan namin mag-adjust ngayon sa team namin kasi yung players namin hindi talaga buo yung ano namin. Kasi meron yung ibang players na mga homegrown tsaka yung galing sa school. So kailangan namin mag-adjust.
Coach, is there any pressure ba or doubt sa inyong team? Especially, karamihan sa inyong players ay puro bago.
Tiwala lang kami sa isa't isa. Tapos yung sistema, kailangan mag-stick kami sa sistema namin.
Coach, meron ba kayong gustong batiin o pasalamatan na nanonood sa atin ngayong live?
Gusto ko lang pasalamatan yung team honor namin, Ma'am Kat Chua, Tuda Action Party List, lahat ng taga Zamboanga na walang sawang sumuporta sa Sikat Zamboanga. Great din namin yung Pista Zamboanga City, Piles Pista Nuestra, Señora La Virgen del Pilar, Maga Zamboangueños.
Coach, thank you so much, Coach Marvin Carrion. At magbabalik po ang Junior MPBL after the short break.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Ligaretti, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes,
Still coming to you live here from Tala Glorieta Park here in Caloocan City para sa continuation ng elimination games ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural Season ang Liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Charles Bechong here, Coach Mark Dandan and Nicole Lim at courtside. And so far, Coach, kahit na mas maliliit ang San Pedro Mamba, they still came up with that 5-point lead to end the first half.
It's been the defense for San Pedro getting it done, limiting itong Zamboanga's normally a prolific offensive team to only 25 points in the first half. And we'll see why. You look at the field goals, 41% for San Pedro, 47%. Mataas yan para dito sa Zamboanga. But the turnovers have been the story for Zamboanga. 15 turnovers for Sikat Zamboanga, only 8 para dito sa San Pedro Mamba. Which is funny because San Pedro is not applying any full court pressure. Samantala itong Zamboanga on any given opportunity, they're picking up full court. Pero baliktad ang nangyayari. And those 15 turnovers have been converted into 16 points from turnovers by San Pedro. So that's almost 1 point per turnover itong Zamboanga Sikat.
And you mentioned kanina, Coach, hindi naman nag-a-apply ng full court pressure itong San Pedro Mamba. Pero yung matindi kasi dun, Coach, yung half-court pressure nila, hindi talaga nakakatira itong Zamboanga Sikat. Or makatira man sila, it's always contested and down to the last second. So definitely yung defensive discipline nitong San Pedro Mamba is just on another level. And you see the fans here watching us live. Dito yan sa Tala Glorieta Park here in Caloocan City. May isa pa tayong laro pagkatapos nito. Oo. Ang San Juan Knights going up against the hometown heroes, Caloocan, Batang Tangkalu. So we're all watching, or so all inviting you to watch us live here. Dito nga yan sa Tala Glorieta Park sa Caloocan City. And what would you like to see, Coach, from Zamboanga Sikat this coming second half?
No, it's being more disciplined because what San Pedro is doing defensively, they're letting Zamboanga run through their offense up until the last option. Tapos doon nila papasabugin. So Zamboanga has to be a bit more patient. And you know, when you find an opening, as we see the basket there by San Pedro, tulad ng ginagawa nito San Pedro, finding an opening and not just settling for contested jump shots.
The best possible shots for Zamboanga Sikat. Habang sa San Pedro naman, Coach, their offense is very fluid. Talagang nahahanap nila, they can go to wherever they want. They can take whatever shots they want. Especially yung defense talaga, it all starts from there. Dun nanggagaling yung opensa nila. Points of turnovers. That has been the story noong first half. Let's see kung mababago yung narrative na yan ngayong second half.
That's a good start there for Sikat Zamboanga. They end one by Hopilio. And here comes that full court pressure once again, easily broken by San Pedro Mamba.
Magsino wants to hand it off to Mangulo. San Pedro Mamba is making Zamboanga Sikat play their game, Coach. Not the other way around. Binibilisan nila talaga yung laro. Hindi nakakaset ng depensa itong Zamboanga Sikat. Tapos pagdating naman sa depensa, hindi nila pinapakuha ng bola or pinapahirapan talaga nila in terms of shot creating itong Zamboanga Sikat.
Again, you have to credit the patience itong San Pedro players. Hindi sila nititinag dito sa pressure defense ng Zamboanga Sikat.
3-point shot by Gamboa is a miss. Not sure if Moctimar's shot was a great decision. Because he was a foot shorter than everybody there.
Now, even though kung may contact man dun sa tira ni Moctimar, referees don't really give you benefit of the doubt pag nasa alanganin ka.
Saka pag mas maliit ka ng konti. Kasi syempre ikaw yung nag-i-initiate ng contact.
Tapos dalawang malaki na katapat sa'yo.
32-28. 8:14 remaining. Magsino.
Magsino just pursued that basketball. He missed his own shot. He missed the shot, pursued his own offensive rebound despite, you know, being out position. Talagang inaabot lang niya yung bola.
Sometimes yung control top, Coach, malaking bagay yun eh. Kahit hindi mo agad makuha yung bola, pero makokontrol mo.
Sa tapikan lang, no?
Or matatapik mo sa kampi mo. It's gonna be a lot of help for your team. 3 seconds to work with. Mengulo.
Lack of recognition there from Mengulo, not understanding the shot clock was running out.
Four-point lead para sa San Pedro Mamba. Gamboa is directing traffic right now for Zamboanga Sikat. Offensive foul, illegal screen by Siena.
Hinaabol pa kasi ni Siena eh. You know, what we like to say when your bigs are setting screens, even ball screens, hindi naman kailangan tumama lagi. The moment you make somebody go around you, delayed na kaagad yung depensa nun.
Mahirapan na makarecover.
Exactly.
Here's Alvarez. A lot of time on their shot clock. Malabanan on top of the key. Here's Mengulo. Pulls it up. Puts it in!
Oh, it's a tough-looking shot from Mengulo, but no problem.
Balik sa anim ang kalamangan ng San Pedro Mamba. Gamboa on the attack. Oh! Luna just couldn't get a hold of that leather.
See, that was the correct pass. Let's see the pull-up here by Mengulo. Tough shot. But that was the correct pass. Talagang nakatingin na lang sa ring itong si Luna before even trying to catch that ball.
10 seconds to work with para sa San Pedro Mamba. Sandoval off the backboard is good.
Great use of that ball screen action off the empty side. And Sandoval, Tim Duncan-esque.
Yun nga yung sinasabi mo kanina, Coach, very rarely do you see players using the backboard.
Yeah.
It's so fun to see players na hindi pa rin nakakalimutan yung basics ng basketball. Yung mas madali.
Mas madali talaga.
Kahit hindi masyadong eye-popping, hindi masyadong flashy, hindi masyadong masasama sa highlights, pero gumagana.
Eh kung manalo pa rin kayo, di ba? Ano bang mas importante ngayon? Yung malalagay ka sa TikTok? O yung mananalo kayo?
Can't speak for everyone, Coach. I can't speak for everyone. Here's Alvarez. Sandoval has it. Oh! Moctemar finishing on the other end. A classic case again of faking the backdoor cut.
Exactly. Exhibit 2, why you don't fake a back cut.
Here's Sandoval.
Nice move.
Wow! Wow, faking now 2 defenders.
Sandoval, very throwback yung laro niya.
Here's Moctemar. Knocks it down from deep. Sweet string music para kay Moctemar.
Moctemar now leading his team in scoring 9 points.
A steal para kay Iraham. Momi Halil. Basket and one para kay Momi Halil.
So the backcourt of Moctemar and Momi Halil getting it done.
Let's take a look at this once again. Pound for pound fitness, foul counted, move of the game para kay Momi Halil. So far, he's got 2 points. Make that 3. He's Momi Halil. Dalawa na lang hinahabol dito ng Zamboanga. Almost a steal. There's a lot of contact. From the 14, 16, and 18 under division, Coach, sobrang iba na ng pisikalan dito, Coach.
Ano na eh, kahit naman sabihin mo 21 na sila, medyo mama na rin.
And I can't believe these are just 21 and under boys. When I was 21, nanggugulo lang ako sa Trinity nun eh.
Attitude ka pa ata.
Oy, di ba? Meantime, 38-36 is the score. Ito na yung full court pressure ng San Pedro na hindi mo nakita kanina, coach. Here's Mami Halil against Alvarez, down to 12 seconds.
Oh, cookies.
Aguinaldo, wow! Yun yung mga ginagawa natin sa practice, coach, no? Yung mga 2-man weave, 3-man weave.
2-on-1 finishing. Kasi importante yan eh. You would be thrust into situations where 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and kailangan mo i-convert.
To take advantage, exploit that weakness. 40-36 is the score. Tignan ulit natin yon. Made his defender commit.
And that's one way to reward the guy who got the steal.
Sandoval. Wow! Napaganda pa. Coach.
Almost an
Almost
8-second
a
violation,
turnover.
but the recognition by Aguinaldo. And bad rotation on that trap by Sikat Zamboanga.
Mami Halil gets fouled.
What a bad foul.
Not a good foul. Tignan natin ulit yun. Sandoval over the outstretched arms.
Usually dun sa 2-2-1, may 1 dun sa baba, pero nawala. Kaya nalibre si Sandoval for that layup.
Mami Halil making a living in the free throw line. Two minutes and 21 seconds remaining here in the third frame. Applying pressure full court. Itong Zamboanga Sikat. 42-38. Ernest Daha splitting the defense. Nawala sa kanya yung bola. Siena has it. Mami Halil breaks his defender's ankles. Kanya pa rin ang bola. Pero nakuha yan ni Aguinaldo. Here he goes. The blocking foul is gonna be called.
You know what's funny here, Charles? You know Coach Britt Roma, currently the head coach of the CEU Scorpions, but for the longest time, he was coach for the San Beda Red Cubs. And who is a former San Beda Red Cub? Chris Javier.
Chris Javier.
He played under Coach Britt, so he's probably very familiar sa sistema ni Coach Britt. That's why you see him, how San Pedro seemingly kind of figured out anong ginagawa nitong Zamboanga. Not only did the coaches of San Pedro scout well, but it also helps that your head coach understands the system of Coach Britt.
The student going up against the master.
Yan.
Hindi ko na kasi naabutan si Chris Javier sa San Beda, coach. Sa UE ko na siya inabot.
Now imagine playing a front line na Chris Javier is right there and then you have Arvin Tolentino. Kadikit niya. Mamili ka na lang eh. Sinong papatay sa team mo eh.
Recipe for disaster. Meantime, here's De La Cruz. A minute and 34 seconds remaining here in the third frame. Siena with 10. Might have traveled there, but he missed that shot badly. Aguinaldo. Now to Magsino. Kicks it out. Daha won't go. Popilio hindi nakakuha yung bola. A minute and 5 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Alvarez against Upilio. Now to Aguinaldo. 10 seconds to work with Aguinaldo. Couldn't knock it down. Siena taps it to Upilio. Wami Halil. Shut off nicely. Here's Upilio. De La Cruz hands it off. Roma now to Wami Halil. Sandoval gets the defensive rebound. "13 seconds remaining. 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Alvarez. Aguinaldo. Shot clock violation. 1.8 seconds remaining before the start of the fourth and final quarter. This has been a low-scoring game so far, Coach, for 21 under boys. Popilio heaves it before the horn. And that will do it for the third quarter action ng San Pedro Mamba laban sa Zamboanga Sikat. 44-38. Sandoval over the outstretched arms of Contawi. Fourth quarter action is about to begin in just a few moments. 44-38, San Pedro Mamba. Fourth quarter action is about to begin. Dito pa rin tayo sa Tala Glorieta Park. Dito yan sa Caloocan City para sa continuation ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural season. And after 3 quarters of action, 6-point lead para sa San Pedro Mamba. 44-38 against Zamboanga Sikat. And Zamboanga still hasn't figured out kung paano basagin yung depensa ng San Pedro Mamba. Charles Bechong here, Coach Mark Dandan and Nicole Lim at courtside. This is just a 6-point lead, Coach. Malayo pa tayo as Buktimar missing on that 3-pointer.
It's not like the day is over para dito sa Sikat Zamboanga, but they're just not able to string together good offensive possessions to make a run and take over this game.
Oh! Renala against the outstretched arms of Siena.
At the big boy getting it done underneath.
Muktimar with the lefty layup gets that one to go.
Muktimar has been the one leading his team in scoring. I do believe he has 11 points. The only guy in double figures para dito sa Sikat Zamboanga. Oh, 13.
.46-40. Let's take a look at this once again, Coach.
That's a great move. The little hook with the elbow, but not enough to draw an offensive foul. Yeah, some bigs forget, especially on defense, that you still have to move your feet even if you're walling up. Kailangan mo pa rin galaw yung paa mo because, you know, offensive players, especially those who are skilled, hindi natatapos yung kilos na.
Something Siena learned the hard way, Coach. Again, we're all inviting you to watch us live here. Mamaya po ang ating main event after this one. San Juan Knights going up against Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. We're all inviting you to watch us live here sa Tala Glorieta Park dito yan sa Caloocan. Hindi na po mainit.
Mainit yung aksyon.
Mainit yung aksyon, pero dito sa lugar hindi na mainit. Presko na dito sa atin. As Menggulo missing on that short stab. Moctemar. Wow! Misdirection play! Moctemar!
Moctemar just using the Schroeder, going one way, finishing the other.
Here's Menggulo. The familiar jump shot we saw earlier. Renala pushing the pace. Renala. Lefty layup. Basket and one. Para kay Renala.
What you didn't see there, yeah, and what a shot. But what you didn't see there, see the spacing na ginawa ng teammates. One guy went to the corner, that was Moctemar. And then Alejo drifted to the opposite dunker spot, freeing up the driving lane. In the end, one opportunity.
Defenders couldn't commit. Here's Renala knocking down the bonus free throw. 1-point lead para sa San Pedro. This is far from over. Moctemar, they take the lead. 7:45 remaining. 47-46. The steal by Moctemar. That one deserves a highlight. Nature Spring Timeout, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos. Just like that, Zamboanga takes the lead 47-46. And another steal for Renala. Here they go again. Wow, 3-point lead.
And finally, that full court pressure defense paying off for Sikat Zamboanga.
Morales, who just checked in, gave Zamboanga Sikat that 3-point lead. Here they go again. Alejo hands it off to Moctemar. Reroma. Wow, Morales! A Ronda-esque move from Reroma. Here's Maxino.
Oh, what a fake by Maxino, but we see the replay again. The fake behind the back pass by Roma leading to that alley-oop. What a find. And we were talking about the turnovers in halftime charts. It was 15-8. 15 for Zamboanga and only 8 for San Pedro. Pero ngayon, Zamboanga done a better job. Only 6 turnovers here in the second half Samantalang itong San Pedro is now up to 15. So 7 turnovers in this half. And the points from turnovers, which was a big deal ng halftime. The 16 points from turnovers para dito San Pedro. Only 6 points in the second half. And Zamboanga has converted those turnovers that they forced into 17 points. So that's been a big difference now para dito sa Zamboanga.
That's what you're looking for. Kanina pa, Coach. Yung first half, Zamboanga can manage their turnovers. And they have turned the tables around, 51-47 with 6:32 remaining here in this game. Tignan natin ulit yung nangyari doon. There's some contact with Roma's shot. De Guzman. Oh, bad finish!
Contrapelo. Off foot, catching the defense, napping, and the great finish.
6 na lamang dito ng Zamboanga Sikat. Sandoval against Alejo. Kicks it out. 8 seconds to work with. Magpali. Now to Sandoval with 6. Here's De Guzman on the attack against Sandoval. There's a push.
The momentum, really, the shift has been so sudden para dito sa Zamboanga Sikat. And you really have to credit their defense. Kanina, the first half, we were praising the defense of San Pedro. This time, you have to give the Zamboanga their flowers for defense.
De Guzman, tough contested jumper. That won't go. 5:45 remaining. Here in the fourth and final quarter, Da, who's been quiet all game long. Look at the crowd outside, waiting for the final game.
Bakit kaya, Charles?
Naabang papapicture lahat sila kay Coach Mark mamaya.
Yun. 50 pesos per picture.
Meantime, it's Zamboanga Sikat once again. Alejo. De Guzman is wide open. Here's Moctemar. Alejo. Traveling violation. Sayang yung possession na yun.
Coach Prit wanted Moctemar to use a ball screen from Alejo.
Siena is coming in for Alejo. Almost a turnover para sa San Pedro Mamba. Popillo will also check in.
And one more problem here para sa San Pedro Mamba. They're in the penalty with 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And they haven't scored the basket since the 7:30 mark of our fourth quarter.
Tables have turned. Here's Sandoval, or Magsina rather. 6 seconds to work with. They fire away a 3. That won't go. Here's Moctemar. Popillo with 15. Siena. Oh! Unsportsmanlike foul! It's against Magsino. That is big.
See it again. Kanina pa natin sinasabi to Charles earlier in the game. You cannot invade the cylinder of an offensive player, especially when they're landing on a jump shot.
That's a deliberate foul. Good thing Siena's okay right now.
Pagpag lang uli. And that's big because that's a potential 3-point play. Personal foul on Magsino. And possession again for Sikat Zamboanga.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Coach. Kapag ba kahit hindi matapilok or kahit hindi matweak yung ankle, basta hindi mo
May
nabigyan
paa.
ng landing,
Yes.
landing spot, may paa,
May paa. Hindi kailangan
technical
tumama.
agad yun.
Hindi kailangan tumama.
Ah, okay.
As long as that foot is in the landing zone,
Technical.
tatawagan ka. Unsportsmanlike.
Here's Opilio. Couldn't knock it down from distance. Siena once again. Siena gets blocked. Ernest Daha coming up with the board. 4 minutes and 13 remaining here in this fourth and final quarter. Alvarez shooting blanks right now ang San Pedro Mamba. Gamboa and Opilio coming up short on that stick back. But Muktimar was there. Here he is. Muktimar. Wala pa din. De Guzman. Just ran out of real estate.
Coach Britt telling his boys to calm down. They have the lead. 3 minutes 50 left. But ilang layups in Charles na gumapang palabas ng ring. But right now, after that last field goal or last free throw ni Magsino, it was a 46-38. So this is now an 18-1 run by Sikat Zamboanga here in the fourth quarter.
They have a 9-point advantage right now. Here's Aguinaldo. Sandoval is open. Off to the right.
It's a push. It's 2 free throws now for Zamboanga. The Zamboanga went from being down 8 points, now up 9, potentially more.
This has been a chess match all game long, Coach. Kanina mo pa hinahanap yung mga napapakita ngayon ng Zamboanga Sikat. Yung mga bagay na wala noong first half, netong fourth and final quarter, definitely they all showed up.
No, I think one thing that really worked well for Coach Britt and Sikat Zamboanga was shifting to that 2-3 zone defense, which really kind of slowed down the pace itong San Pedro Mamba. And then they pulled back their full court pressure defense into quarter, even half court. Mas organized yung rotations nila.
Nahihirapan ngayon si Magsino. Here's Alvarez, down to 10 seconds. Alvarez with 7. Down to 3. They have to hoist it up. Won't go. Rebound, Gab Gamboa. Two minutes and 58 seconds remaining. 15 on the shot clock. Siena sets the pick. Gamboa, the crossover. Magsino on him. Gamboa! Wow! Series of moves and the finish.
Look at that zone. They're just making San Pedro eat up shot clock here.
Magsino.
"21-1 run. Gamboa seeing the mismatch against Magsino, makes him dance, finishing with the lift.
And that switch from man to man to just a 2-3 zone has worked wonders for Sikat Zamboanga.
And ironically, Magsino was the last San Pedro player to make a bucket. He went 1 out of 2 to push the lead to 47-40. And it was all Sikat Zamboanga after that.
Coach Chris Xavier couldn't be happy with what's happening right now with this team. And a timeout has been called by Sikat Zamboanga, Nature Spring Timeout, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos. 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here in this very close ball game after the third quarter, or until the third quarter, when Zamboanga slowly pulled away 59-48.
And really have to credit Coach Britt for really sticking to his guns, starting it with his defense, and now his offense waking up at the right time.
Here's Siena. That patented jumper once again worked for Zamboanga Sikat. Siena.
Ooh, that's a flop. That's a flop and a tech.
Who's it gonna be called?
I think that's on Siena. See it again there. Wala pa yung contact. Bumagsak na siya. Right there.
Oh.
Easy call for our referees. All three immediately called the flop.
That's a technical.
On ball. So that's one free throw in possession. And Coach Britt letting Siena know.
Some sweet nothings from Coach Britt.
Nagawa mo. Ganun lang naman yun.
If only,
Essentially.
if only you guys can hear. No. I wish you could hear.
Kung i-compress mo lahat ng sinabi ni Coach Britt, nagawa mo. Yun lang yun.
Yun lang ang context nun.
Oo, yun eh.
Here's Alvarez. A minute and 55 seconds remaining here in this game. Twilight zone na tayo. They have to do it. They have to do something, and they have to do it right now. Back to a 10-point lead.
That's the first field goal
Wow.
of San Pedro since they made that layup. It's been a minute.
Here's Gab Gamboa. Ang gandang panoorin, coach, na magpagsasabay itong si Gab Gamboa at si Moctimar. Sobrang bilis ng opensa nitong Sikat Zamboanga.
In a situation like this, you're up 10 points and you're eating out shot clock. That's okay. That's a dead ball turnover. Not the other team's not going on a fast break. Sa set pa, makakaset pa rin depensa mo, like what Coach Britt is doing right now. So you can take that with a minute and a half left here in the game.
And a foul on Gamboa.
They're not in the penalty, so that's okay.
But Coach Britt couldn't be,
Nangyari sa harap
happy.
niya.
Oh. Ito na ulit ang San Pedro Mamba. The double team. Sorry miss for Ernest Daha. Moctimar just slicing the defense. Here's Gamboa. Exactly a minute remaining here in this game. Down to 10. Gamboa. .46 seconds remaining. Magsino just couldn't get that basket to go, but there's a foul. (61-51). 43.2 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. A sight for sore eyes ang fourth and final quarter para kay Coach Chris Javier. They get the offensive rebound. Magsino pa din. 3 points para sa kanya.
40 seconds left. Here Sikat Zamboanga. You cannot turn the ball over.
Here's Sandoval. In and out. Aguinaldo of the backboard is good. 30 seconds remaining.
Just when you thought the game was over, San Pedro Mamba goes on an 8-0 run.
It was once a 13-point lead. Now it's just 5 points, 61-56 with 29.5 seconds remaining.
Fourteen seconds on the shot clock.
.26 seconds remaining. May agaw dito ang San Pedro Mamba. Here's Magpali. This possession is big for them. Magsino against Upilio. Carving out space. Nawala sa kanila yung bola. Sayang yun para sa San Pedro. Magsino tried to force the issue. .3 seconds remaining.
Big free throw there from Siena.
He's been instrumental so far here in this game. Although he's only got 9 points and 5 rebounds. Yung depensa niya hindi mababayaran dito sa laro na to. 15.3 seconds remaining. With Siena's free throws gave Zamboanga Sikat some breathing room. 63-56. The crowd here is nuts so far.
They're piling up.
We're awaiting
Feels like the neighborhood is here.
the final game of this day. San Juan Knights going up against Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. The hometown heroes will try to defend their land against the Knights of San Juan.
Halos wala ka na maupuan dito, Charles. Kahit ikaw, hindi ka na nakaupo.
Sakit kasi yung likod ko eh. 15.3 seconds. 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock. 14 to shoot para sa San Pedro Mamba. Magpali. Over 2 defenders. Siena with the biggest rebound of the game.
In and out. A few sorry misses here for San Pedro Mamba in the end game. A couple of in and outs, a missed layup. Could have changed the complexion of this game. Coach Britt, a sigh of relief. Pero intense pa rin.
Siena, walang kakaba-kaba. Safe to say, Coach. Safe to say. Eight seconds remaining here in this game, and a steal by Fernandez. And Muktimar will lay it in. And that will do it. 67-56. Zamboanga Sikat. Another classic case of it doesn't matter how you start, but how you finish. During the first and third quarter, coach, they were shooting blanks. They weren't defending well. They were forced to a lot of errors, to a lot of turnovers. But still, the fourth and final quarter, they came up with a big win. Coming up next, it's the Batang Kangkalu. The hometown heroes of Caloocan will be trying to defend their land against the Batang San Juan Knights. Go for gold. In just a few moments,
mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound for pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes,